In the first part of this film, we discussed the elevational distribution and climatic features of the subzones of the Himalayan mountain zone. Now we shall discuss the 7 principal forests with their climatic and ecological features.
Low montane sclerophyllous evergreen broadleaf forests. Name used earlier, subtropical dry evergreen forests. Occurrence: valleys of low montane subzone. Annual rainfall between 500 and 1000 millimeters, occurring mostly in July-August with a fair proportion in winters. Dominant forest type: Olea cuspidata, olive forest. Other important formations in the eastern and central Himalaya are of Schema wallichii and Catanopsis indica. The subdominant species include Machalis gamblii, Acer oblonga, Bohinia retusa, Cornus species, and Tuna ciliata. Low montane needle-leaf forests. Name used earlier, subtropical pine forests. Occurrence: eastern, central, and western Himalaya. Annual rainfall: Khasi hills have much higher rainfall, usually over 1800 millimeters. Dominant forests: Pinus roxburghi, that is cheer pine, forest in western and central Himalaya. Pinus khasya, Khasi pine, forest in Khasi, Naga, and Manipur hills of eastern Himalaya. A pine forest consists of typically pure community of pinus, which may be influenced by the periodic fires that take place during summers. Few other species may also occur in the canopy, particularly in the upper and lower margins of these forests. For example, Malotus in the lower margins and Rhododendron and Quercus in the upper margins. One of the important features of these forests is the occurrence of concentrated leaf fall in summers. The trees are 30 to 35 meters high, with few shrubs and without underwood. Moisture conditions in some pine forests favor the growth of broadleaf underwood trees.
Pinus forests are regarded as edaphic climax formations which are kept in equilibrium by the action of periodic fires.
Mid-montane broadleaf ombrophilous forests. Name used earlier, East Himalayan wet temperate and wet subtropical forests of higher altitudes. Occurrence: eastern Himalaya. Annual rainfall: high monsoon rainfall ranging from 2000 to 4000 millimeters. April with good showers. Dominant forests: forests of low elevations usually consist of laurels and oaks. The important species are Engelhertia spicata, Schema wallichii, Quercus griffithii, Castanopsis tribuloides, and Phoebe lanceolata. Forests of upper elevations are usually of oaks and chestnuts. The important species of trees are Macculus edulis, Quercus lamellosa, and Quercus pachyphylla. These forests are evergreen and mixed with few deciduous species in higher areas. The trees have large girth with profuse branching, but rarely over 25 meters in height.
These forests have suffered to a high extent from clearing for uncontrolled shifting or zoom cultivation. Grazing activity and fire through bamboo breaks also harm these forests.
Mid-montane hemisclerophyllous broadleaf forests. Name used earlier, under Himalayan temperate forests. Occurrence: well developed in central and western Himalaya. Annual rainfall between 1000 and 2500 millimeters. Important forest types: oak and oak conifer mixed forests. In the western and some parts of the central Himalaya, oak forests have following three main altitudinal zones based on their dominant species of oaks. Lower oak zone 1500 to 2200 meters. Dominant oak Quercus leucotrichophora. Middle oak zone 1800 to 2400 meters. Dominant oak Quercus floribunda. Upper oak zone 2300 to 3000 meters. Dominant oak Quercus semicarpifolia. Other important species associated with oaks in these zones are Pinus roxburghi, Rhododendron arboreum, and Citrus devdara. Oak forests are characterized by concentrated summer leaf fall, which builds up a good soil rich in humus. The ground in these forests is mostly well drained. Oaks are more predominant on southern slopes. These forests are mainly pure, composed of single species, and have usually a low height of 10 to 20 meters. But when mixed with conifers, the forests are generally open with a tree height of 30 to 45 meters. The oaks have extensive branching of crowns and poorly developed boles, often covered heavily with epiphytes such as mosses, ferns, and orchids in the low altitude areas. Oak conifer mixed forests occur in middle and upper oak zones. Mid-montane needle-leaf evergreen forests. Name used earlier: under-temperate coniferous forests. Occurrence: wide altitudinal distribution, but in eastern Himalaya above 2000 meters. Annual rainfall between 1100 and 2000 millimeters. Types of forests: East Himalayan forests. Important types consist of Abies delavai, Tsuga dumosa, Abies densa, Rhododendron arboreum, Picea smithiana, and Pinus wallichiana. West Himalayan forests. Important types consist of Citrus deodara, Abies spindro, Pinus gerardiana, Pinus wallichiana, Quercus semicarpifolia, and Cupressus tarulosa. These forests occur as pure or mixed formations. Pure formations also consist of other needle-leaf, evergreen, and sclerophyllous species with summer leaf fall and winter deciduous species. Mixed forests of this zone are most attractive in the Himalaya with a varying mixture of different conifer species. Trees are up to 50 meters high with very large girth, forming a dense canopy, but this may vary with moisture and topography. Few grassy patches also occur. Most of the forests occur in moist habitats. Mid-montane winter deciduous forests. Name used earlier: under-temperate forests. Occurrence: well developed in western Himalaya. Dominant species: Asculus indica, Acer caesium, Betula elnoides, Carpinus viminia, Juglans regia, Ulmus wallichiana. Dominant species are mostly deciduous, but few evergreen conifer and sclerophyllous species also occur as subdominants. Trees are 20 to 30 meters high. These forests have been extensively cleared and lopped. The species in these forests occur either mixed singly or by groups of varying density and are usually found in moist depressions as strips and on gentler slopes. high montane mixed stunted forests and scrubs. Alternative names: subalpine forests and Himalayan alpine scrubs. Occurrence: mixed stunted forests up to timberline or tree limit up to 3,600 meters in western Himalaya and up to 3,900 meters in eastern Himalaya, and scrubs above timberline. Climatic features: severe winter with night temperature below zero for several months, ample snowfall. Forest types: pure and mixed forests dominated by Betula utilis, Abies densa, Abies spectabilis, Pinus wallichiana, Rhododendron campanulatum, Sorbus foliolosa, Picea smithiana, and Quercus semicarpifolia, and scrubs dominated by Betula utilis, Rhododendron campanulatum, Rhododendron anthopogon, Rhododendron lepidotum, Sorbus foliolosa, Juniperus communis, and Juniperus wallichiana. The stunted forests have a very low height canopy. Species are both evergreen and deciduous, and the formations are usually mixed. The trunks in the scrubs are short and branched with a girth of over 60 centimeters. The height of scrubs is also very low, showing a range from 15 centimeters to 3 meters. Himalayan montane forests comprise various communities and many tree species of commercial and ecological importance. Lower and middle montane forests have been damaged to a great extent by fire and for their uses as timber and fuel wood. The damage is evident near the settlements. Large-scale destruction of these forests have led to increased frequency of landslides and slope failures. Floods and silting up of some of the river basins have been caused by deforestation and other factors in the past few decades. The most important need of the day is to conserve these forests and landscapes and to utilize their resources for various uses by managing them in a sustainable way so that the forests are not destroyed. 7 types of forests have been classified in the montane zone of the Himalaya, 2 in the low montane subzone, 4 in the mid-montane subzone, and 1 in the high montane subzone. These principal forest types with their distributional ranges are given as follows. Low montane sclerophyllous evergreen broadleaf forests, 900 to 1,400 meters. Low montane needle-leaf forests, 1,000 to 1,800 meters. Mid-montane broadleaf ombrophyllous forests, 1,400 to 3,000 meters. Mid-montane hemisclerophyllous broadleaf forests, 1,500 to 3,000 meters. Mid-montane needle-leaf evergreen forests, 1,600 to 3,600 meters. Mid-montane winter deciduous forests, 1,800 to 2,800 meters. High montane mixed stunted forests and scrubs, 3,000 to 4,800 meters.